As with most things we don't understand, we as a society have stuck labels to different immigration situations in order to try and tidy their complexities. But can you really organize identity? And what happens when you don't fit neatly into these made-up categories? Well, we just developed new terms for your situation. My mother, Maria Jacqueline Georgi, immigrated to the United States from Chile when she was just 6 years old. Due to her circumstance, she is considered a 1.5 generation immigrant, which means she was not born here but came at such a young age that she experiences both cultures. The internet describes these immigrants as unique situations with split identities. I would say anyone stuck between two separate worlds would struggle to find common ground.
Well, it's hard to say whether my experience was all positive or negative. I think it was challenging in a lot of ways because I always felt very different than everybody else. It was almost like I had two separate worlds, especially when I went to school. And then when I came home, it was a different language that we spoke. It was just different ways that it was different foods that we ate. There was a big emphasis on the family and on doing things together. And so it was hard for me growing up in the sense that I was not allowed to do a lot of stuff that my friends were allowed to do. So my mom was much more strict than my friends' parents were.
One of the most important things I've learned from my mother's recounts of her immigrant experience growing up is to appreciate the differences, but not let them be divisions. She always taught me who I was according to my ancestry and identity and who she considered herself to be, but that Chilena, Ecuadoriana, Pisco, Empanadas, Santiago, these were all parts of only one facet of ourselves. We are much more than just our culture.
Well, one last thing that I'd like to say about being bicultural, having grown up with two different cultures, is that it's helped me see the programming of cultures a little bit better, where I can see a little bit of how we're shaped by our cultures and how we're much more than our cultures as well. That there's something about our humanity that bypasses the many cultures, and I think when you learn and you talk to other people from other cultures, it helps you see the many ways that humanity can do things and how we can flourish and grow.